Test,
clear.
test, clarity.
Test.
Test.
I'm gonna leave that in there.
Testicles.
I'm gonna leave
Test.
that in there.
There.
Okay. Welcome back, everybody, to Sin Vergüenza, the podcast. I'm your host, Ale, and I'm joined alongside my co-host,
Mr. Anonymous.
All right. Today is Wednesday the 9th for you guys. So it's officially 10 days before your birthday. Well, right now you can't really express how you feel because you're not 10 days before your birthday.
I feel like this like 10 days before you have to give birth type shit.
No, it's
Like,
not
how
at
do you
all.
feel?
Not at all.
How's the cramps? Is it okay?
I thought you were like saying like that's how you felt, like immense.
No,
like, okay,
no,
I'm like,
no.
that does not even compare.
No, obviously not, no. But for it not being 10 days and it still being a little bit more low key, I feel excited. I want it to be my birthday already.
Yeah, I don't, because then my pocket's gonna hurt. But it's okay. All right. So, weekend little updates going on right now. I feel like I didn't do anything throughout my week. For sure, weekends. It was just laying in bed, literally catching up on some sleep that we've been lacking, relaxing, but yet cleaning, getting stuff done. This week, I don't really have anything that I did, honestly. What about you? I tried Winco for the first time.
Yeah,
that was like,
Winco's the
did I talk
shit.
about that?
You didn't.
Guys, shout out to Savannah. She told me about Winco. Cheap place for groceries. What I bought there and I would have bought somewhere else, I literally like spent at least 60%. Like, that's how much I saved. I saved a fat ass amount. I was already expecting to drop at least like $200 and it barely made it to like 100 something.
Yeah, Winco's, I always liked it because like if you go to like the side section on the right, you could find like all the candies.
Yeah, they had candies,
That's my
coffee, dog
favorite.
treats, and barrels. I seen so many people getting some and eating some. I'm like, dude, on my period, catch me at the Winco getting all the fucking candies.
Honestly, that was me as a kid. I would literally go over there and get like 2 gummy worms from each one and know which one I liked. You had to test try.
All right. What did you do for your week?
For my week, there wasn't really much on my week. We were working on the roof again, which is like...
I was just kidding about your birthday. I will spend as much money as you want me to spend. I felt bad about that comment. It was a joke, but I felt bad.
It's okay.
You didn't laugh. That's why.
I had to start... I might make a TikTok, you guys. For
you
the
do
pod.
Have a TikTok.
No, for the pod, though.
Why not just post on the pod?
Nah.
Okay, fuck y'all.
I'm gonna make a TikTok. And I'm just gonna show like what I do, because like I was working on the roof this week and it's like pretty high up there, but it's funny as fuck.
What's funny is you're gonna catch the fuck ups on camera too that y'all do.
Oh no, like that's what I'm saying. Like we have a lift and like this lift is already like barely leaking like hydraulic oil, which isn't bad like at all. What is bad, but not that bad for what we're doing.
Definitely gonna have a male audience.
And our fucking
the male audience we lack here too.
Our fucking my coworker fucking was like all scared and shit. Meantime, I'm over here listening to corridos all out loud, fucking dancing and shit, moving the machine, and he's like, "Fool, stop it!" I was like, "Bro, you remind me of that Mexican meme where he's like crossing the river." He's like, "Ya párale, güey, le voy a decir a mi mamá, güey." That shit had me dead.
The amount of like respect that little boy got from him getting like tortured and hurt is crazy. So like funny. There's so many memes. There's people literally have paintings of that kid. Like, what they should do a where is he at now, y'all? Spread the word.
Mexican edition.
Yes. Where is that kid that said Yahweh and then ate shit in the water? Where is he now?
They're gonna be
he
like,
he needs to recreate that.
They're gonna be like, he's over here haunting that river like the Llorona and shit. But no, what's it called? Talking about shit on TikTok. Did you hear the Hawk Tuah girls suing the guy that recorded the video?
Why? I really fucking doubt that. There's because
It's
she
no
fucking
like
trademarked her shit or something.
it's all over the place. She's suing him because she wants to own the video.
Oh.
Meantime, this guy like had no fame or no nothing like come out of it, but like she
And
got
her
all
name
the
is
fame and
Haliey
shit.
Welch.
Yeah, like she got all the fame out of it and shit, and she's suing him now. I was like, bro, what the like? Just because we've been talking about all the stuff that she's been doing good and shit on,
Mm-hmm.
it's just kind of like a whoa. Like I wasn't expecting that.
Apparently, she made a rap song. That's what my coworkers were saying. I have yet to see any news about that other than what they said. But apparently, she has a rap song. Yeah.
She won't be out here like sexy red. Spit on that thing, ho, hot too.
Okay, you're like little Yachty. Why the fuck did you come out with that shit so fast? Y'all, this is like his second sus moment. I'm pretty sure the last sus moment was last episode too.
I feel like my inside of me is like turning into NLE. Like I'm just
Oh,
letting y'all know my funny moments and shit.
all
Like
right.
yes, like on Friday when I was gonna wear all white, and I was like, "Ain't no
Why
party
would
like
you
a Diddy
say
party."
that? Why would you say that?
Because I
You
felt
didn't
like
though.
that's
You didn't wear
no,
all
I
white. You
wore.
said, but I thought that would be too soon. I'm not gonna lie. When you said that, I was like, oh, because now I think it's Labor Day where people wear all white.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was like, why? Like that shit was a long time ago. How's that too soon? And then you said that, I'm like, bruh.
I'm funny. I'm just letting y'all know.
Yeah, no. All right, let's go ahead and jump into our first segment. Unless you have anything else for the weekend, anything like
Oh,
that.
we had Houston's. I felt like that shit. Okay, you
Mm.
guys. If you guys go down to the art district and you guys see like any of those small shops or any of those restaurants, try to eat at those restaurants, but outside at night. That shit's a whole different vibe. I felt like I was in the fucking
Meantime, I'm over
70s.
here going to Houston, like a fat ass, like
Oh, I don't give
corporation
a
one.
fuck.
Me either. That shit was so fucking good, y'all. I definitely want some again. So that's definitely gonna happen sometime this week. Like those fucking waffles have my heart.
Yeah, their waffles are different.
That was our first time going to the one in downtown though, and it was pretty cute. I honestly didn't know there was a fucking bar. So when we went to the back, there's a fat ass bar, and I did not see that coming.
You guys get the dragon fruit with 2 shots of Malibu. Thank me later.
He babysat that motherfucker. That shit's
I
in the
drank the
fridge
2
for some
shots.
reason. No. Reason. It's in the region. It's in a region in my fridge. That's what I meant to fucking say. But all right, let's go ahead and go into our first segment, Uncontrolled Women. In this segment, we talk about the woman's body, how it functions, how it works, little tips and tricks, what to do and what not to do. And we use this app called Flow. Flow's a period tracking app. We're not sponsored, by the way. It's a period tracking app that has a woman's chat room. Obviously helps you track your period. You could jot down your symptoms, all that good stuff. And then it also can give you birth control reminders as well. So there's that. And then there's like a little pregnancy setting. And then there's finally, last but not least, there's a little insights page where it gives you like little articles from doctors of the to-dos and not to-dos. And yeah, any other questions that you might have. And today's little subject on it, it's going to get a little gross. But, gross shit happens with our bodies sometimes. And today's subject is what causes pimples on the vagina and vulva and how to treat them. Did you just get the ick?
No, I just seen myself in the mirror.
Oh, that's why you want me to turn it around?
Yeah.
Why? Because you feel like you're talking to yourself? It's okay. I have those moments too. All right. There? Do I cover you? Just don't look. All right. So today's article is from Dr. Claudia Pastides. All right. There's a lot of fucking words in this one, guys, that I am not able to say at all. So hopefully you guys can hear this bitch when I make her talk, the Siri on my phone. So I need you guys to be quiet and listen, okay? All right. Why are you not looking over here? Is it because you were looking at the mirror?
No.
Because I told you not to look, and then I see you facing the other wall. All right. So again, what causes pimples on the vagina and vulva and how to treat them by Dr. Claudia. They're more common than you may think, first of all. And I feel like a lot of people might not want to admit certain things, even though it's really common. But yeah, it really is common. So basically, genital bumps will generally form around the vulva, but that can also include like the outer lips, the inner lips, any external part around your clitoris, and the vagina and urethral openings. So there's a couple of places you can get these little guys. The first word that I don't know how to say, and that Siri is gonna go ahead and help us, is
folliculitis.
Folliculitis. That wasn't that hard. All right, folliculitis causes small red painful bumps, and it's the most common because of pimples on the labia majora. I'm pretty sure that's not a Spanish word, but I know I recently found out I have that accent, so that's one of the words that I can see it in. All right. It's caused by bacteria entering the pubic hair follicles on the labia. So basically, when hair grows out of these follicles, it'll make the hair, when it grows back out, curl back into the skin. If you guys ever seen, it mostly happens with chihuahuas, because everything that's gross mostly happens with chihuahuas. So if you guys ever see their nails when you don't cut them, actually, if you guys do see their nails like that, bitch, cut their nails. It's when their like little nails curl into each other. I feel like that's something common people know about now.
I never seen that on my chihuahua when I had her.
Me either. Well,
hers would just split.
Well, no. Actually, no. One of our dogs, like when they did let their nails grow out, not like excessively, but like it did start to like kind of curl into itself, but right away would cut that shit off. And it was my dog, so all right. Those actually often go away on their own, but if you want to go ahead and speed up the process to go ahead and make it go away, just put warm compresses around the area. So maybe just like a little hot rag
Towels,
or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And then to reduce you getting them, try shaving your pubic hair in the way of the direction in the way the hair grows. And if not, head over to Sinister Salon in Las Vegas, hit up my girl Destiny, and she got you covered on that shit. She'll have your coochie looking right. All right. You could also avoid wearing tight underwear and wear more underwear that are like made out of cotton or linen that'll keep your pussy clean, cool, and dry. And then if the bumps don't go away, go to your healthcare provider. Pretty much with all of these, just so I don't have to keep repeating myself on it, with any single one of these, just make sure that if it's not going away, if more issues get worse, just go ahead and go to your healthcare provider. It's the best way. All right. The next one is contact dermatitis. This results when some of the chemicals that you use fuck with your vagina. And it could come from like scented pads, some tampons, bubble baths, certain laundry detergent, if you put any cream on your vagina, and even some types of condoms. So that type of stuff irritates the labia, and it could result in bumps developing around your area, making it itchy or painful. So if you suspect you have contact dermatitis, just make sure that you start cutting down on certain products that you're using to see which one's causing it, and start obviously with the ones that you use on your vagina, and if not, just keep cutting certain things out, and then eventually you should be able to. But if you don't know, again, we've talked about it before, but if you don't remember, you don't really need anything to clean your vagina. Just use warm water. All right. So once you get rid of the irritation, once you get rid of it irritating, it's going to often go away on its own. But again, if not, go to your healthcare provider and just make sure you're using unscented moisturizing creams. And certain moisturizing creams can also help relieve some of the pain while the itchiness of it all. All right. Another form is going to be, I really wish you could read these sometimes. I'm over here cottonmouth like a motherfucker reading this shit.
Molluscum contagiosum.
All right, molluscum contagiosum. I want you to say that with me.
Molluscum contagiosum.
Molluscum contagiosum. All right. Those are pimples with the dimple in the middle. Why does that sound cute though? But it's caused by a virus. So that one would generally clear up. This shit tripped me out.
That shit sounds nice until you get to know what it is.
No, literally. Because why does it take 6 to 12 months to fucking go away? Bitch. damn near a fucking year is crazy. And that's even if it goes within that first year. Because if not, after that, then you got to go get checked. Oh, hell no. All right. That can also be treated by any oral medication. Or the bumps can be removed by a healthcare provider using certain lasers and cryotherapy. Lasers on the pussy is crazy. I know that there's laser
oral.
That's medication.
Oh.
But you could also get lasers to remove the bump. Like, I know there's laser hair removal, but to remove a whole ass bump on your pussy with the laser is crazy.
I mean, that's the way you get rid of some types of warts.
I know. That's just like, I don't know. Like, ooh. All right. Another one is genital herpes. And that's a common STD, and it causes pain, sores, itching, and tiny red bumps or small blisters around your genital area. Most of the times, you're going to need medication for this. And once you have the virus, it stays in your body, and it can cause up constant flare-ups. So, that sounds like a bitch. Just having that constant, like, uncomfortable vagina. Like, when you already get, like, a basic UTI, or if you have caught any STDs or, you know, anything like that, you know that just being uncomfortable down there is the fucking worst. Shit, even when you shave and you like, and
yeah, I was gonna say when you shave and that hair starts growing back,
yeah,
that shit sucks ass.
All right, so you can speed up the process with medication, like the healing process, but just remember it's really easy to pass on genital herpes. So just make sure that you avoid having sex when you're showing symptoms. All right, another one is genital warts. So,
or be a savage and fuck your ex.
Why would no, don't do that. Don't do that. So
she thought about it though.
So they show up as flat. I knew it was a joke, but
that's funny.
People might just really take that shit serious. All right, they show up as a flat lesions. Point is, they show up flat. They're small little bumps. And they look like little stems apparently. Usually they'll appear around the vulva and sometimes occur around your anus or cervix or vagina. Ouch. Get the booty hole crazy. But they often go away on their own, but they can also reappear in the same place or just move somewhere else. And then here's another one that I don't know how to say.
That shit's like gusanos.
Ew. That sounds scary.
Bartholin's.
All right. A Bartholin's cyst is a small fluid-filled sac that can appear inside the vagina opening. It sometimes will feel soft and like a painless lump and does not usually cause any problems. But if the cyst grows around a very large, if it grows very large and gets infected, it can become quite uncomfortable and lead to painful skin surrounding the vagina. Oh, so hopefully I put that little warm water on there and try not to let it get bigger. Another one is, this one's HS, but the actual word for it is this.
Hidradenitis suppurativa.
Hidradenitis suppurativa. Let me try it again.
Hidradenitis suppurativa.
Hidradenitis.
You're not even looking at the word.
I am. Hidradenitis suppurativa. She literally, if Siri said it that way, what makes you think that you're more right than Siri?
Let me see.
It's this one right here. Next to HS.
Because it looks like hidradenitis suppurative. Oh shit.
Exactly. Siri didn't say it like that.
That bitch is a fucking tongue twister.
Siri didn't say it like that. And it, oh, Siri, shut up. Sorry, Siri. Don't cut me off and please don't delete this episode. All right. This is a long-term skin condition that often starts with small spots, but during time, the spots can become painful and filled with fluid as well. And then they might end up leaking some pus and even causing a scar. And those can show up near hair follicles where you have sweat glands. So, you know, the sweat gets in there, infects it, and then you got a whole mess going on. It isn't an infection, but an automate. Pretty much that word means your immune system overreacts, causing inflammation around the hair follicles and sweat glands. It affects 1 in 100 people. Oh, so it's not that common, that one at least. But the earlier you diagnose it, the better you can manage the symptoms. You can also take certain medications like antibiotics and vitamin A based medications, or even immune system suppressing drugs. All right, and right here it says how to treat your pimple on your labia. Pretty much avoid touching any pimples around it or popping or squeezing them, because then you can move around the bacteria and infect more areas. Whew. That was a long one, huh? We're already 20 minutes in. I wonder how many people actually sat down and read this whole thing. We should have a word right now that they should comment down below if they listened up to right here. Just comment meow. Just comment meow. Comment meow down below if you guys listen to this whole Uncontrolled Women segment. I want to know if we got some real ones that rock with this segment. But now, do you have anything to say about this? It all sounds really fucking painful to me.
It all just like, I felt like the only one that was just like damn was the one in your ass. Cause like, dude, if you accidentally like wipe your ass and you pop it and then you already have more. Yeah, like oof.
I would take a bath after that, if anything. Maybe like wash out whatever's in there. But yeah, remember use unscented soap just in case it goes in your vagina. But all right, moving on now. Okay, so in honor of the spooky season, I have a little thing that I want to do right now. We're going to ask one spooky question on every episode towards each other. And today you picked this one. Do you want to go ahead and do you remember what it was? Or do you just want to read it? It's the one with the little pumpkin. And you guys comment down below your answers too.
What myth has scared you?
All right. Any myth. What myth has scared you guys? Comment down below. And right now we're going to tell you. Are you ready or do you want me to go first?
You go first.
All right. For me, the myth that really scared me, and I don't know how you would say it in English, but in Spanish it's called duendes.
Elves?
What?
Or gnomes?
I think it would be probably gnomes, but gnomes, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe look that up. What is duendes in English? But for me, that myth is the one that really fucking scared me. I don't know, simply just because like little people like fucking with your shit, or even
elves.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. That's fucking scary. Santa's a pimp. He got duendes like wrapped around his little fucking finger. But yeah, pretty much, at least for Hispanics, elves, I guess, are little like demon creatures. I don't really know the exact legend or myth of it, but yeah, they pretty much sound scary. They fuck with your shit. They end up trying to hurt you. They even take kids sometimes. So for me, that was the myth that really scared me, was duendes. And then I mostly got them that they were like, when I would go to Mexico, they would tell us to like close the doors at night or something just in case the duendes come out. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck? Like, we barely have a roof. What if they just jump over? The fuck is the door closed gonna do?
So Google's duendes is in Hispanic folklore, duendes are gnomes-like creatures that are said to live in the walls of homes, especially in children's bedrooms. Yep. They are often depicted as mischievous and fierce protectors of their home, and are said to have a fondness for children. That's why I remember that they would say that, like, they would take your kids and shit.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh shit.
I'm like,
wait, so you know the cereal Pop, Crackle, and Snap or whatever, Rice Krispies, aren't those elves?
Yeah, those are duendes.
What if that's them like making little potions? But yeah, that's the myth that scared me.
I was never scared of them. I would knock them bitches out.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. For me, damn, when you asked me that, I was like actually confused of what it was. Probably the Llorona, low-key.
I think she had everybody by a chokehold though.
Low-key her, but it wasn't like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just because whenever I was in Mexico, like, my uncle would take me to the rancho, and there was always a lake right next to it, like, the property. And they would always tell us, like, ahí se murió la Llorona. Ahí se murió la Llorona. And, like, it was always, like, something, like...
she did.
Yeah, like, it was something always, like, scary to me. Like, oh, shit, like, what the fuck? And then once I started hearing, like, supposedly, like, yeah, she's dead and all, but she drags you down with her.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh hell no! Like that's kind of like why like the seaweed when it gets on my foot, like that's what I pictured. Like this bitch is grabbing me right now. Oh hell no!
I don't like the way the seaweed feels on my toes
but
or the moss on the rocks. Ugh.
the moss I don't care about. The seaweed is just like bitch, get off. But yeah, it just kind of always freaked me out because like no matter where we went, there was always like a river. Like by my mom's house, there's a fucking river, and like sometimes you would hear like just screams.
Yeah,
and
you told
like,
me those were frogs though.
No, like those were frogs, but like sometimes you would hear them from like the park, and like imagine like 2-3 o'clock in the morning,
right?
And you just hear fucking loud ass screamings from anywhere in this town, and like it just echoes there.
Right.
So it was always like holy shit, or like in Colorado there was always like a river right next to us too. So it was like, yeah, that's why it was fucked me up because I was like, hell no, I ain't crossing that river at night.
What also scared, and we'll go ahead and add pictures of this stuff here, so just in case you guys don't want to see that, don't watch the video. But what also scared me was like those witches, but like the ones in Mexico were like they're all old and like cripply, and then like out of nowhere they're just fucking running the putiza towards you.
Oh yeah,
that shit scares the fuck out of me. Anytime we go like on a late night drive, like on a trip or something, that shit scares the shit out of me. Anytime we go anywhere like that,
I remember
just seeing that shit.
I remember one time my uncle told us about one that was like at my grandma's house, like before they moved in. And supposedly him and my grandpa were like going over to like actually buy the property for my grandma. And I guess it was like at night so they could see like how it looks and shit. And they seen a fucking witch literally like she was just walking like an old ass lady just walking. And all of a sudden like she scaled my grandma's fence, which is like 8-9 feet tall.
Scaled? Like what do you mean? Like jumped
like
over it?
She jumped that bitch.
Uh-huh.
Over the fucking fence. And then like all of a sudden they like my grandma has her main house. And then in the back, we have like 2 apartments.
Mm-hmm.
They said that like they literally seen her just like jumping from apartment to apartment.
Oh, hell
And like
no.
when she jumped on top of my grandma's room, which is on the 2nd floor, like she was just looking around. And
oh, hell
yeah,
no.
like.
And they still bought that shit?
Well, yeah, after that was like when I told you that my grandpa found like the bones inside my grandma's house. And he buried them like on the corners. And ever since then, like, thank God, like, nothing has happened to my grandma's house or, like, and nobody has ever answered or nothing in my grandma's house, so.
Jeez. Yeah. This real life shit, fuck no.
Like, that's what I feel
I said myths.
The aura in Mexico is, like, so much more,
it's
like.
because, I don't know where I heard this from. I think it was Jumpers Jump. But they say, like, the reason why certain places get more hauntings is because the belief there is so strong. Like, here in America, like, yeah, they say like, Gloria under God, or what do they say that's on the money?
Glory under God.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
or,
justice for all. I don't fucking know some shit like that.
No, a nation under God.
Yeah, but like, they don't believe in like the ghost, the paranormal, heaven, the hell. Like, they believe in God, but they don't believe everything that comes with God.
I feel like for like here, like their folks tales, like. Not the hauntings, obviously, but like their folks tales are kind of like... Their
shit's like Robin Hood busted up in that bitch.
No, I feel like there's this kind of like... Even like Bigfoot. Like, who the fuck is going to be scared of Bigfoot?
I mean, Bigfoot's la chupacabra though, right?
No, Bigfoot's different. Bigfoot's
la chupacabra eats like animals, huh?
Yeah, Bigfoot's like nobody... Or chupacabra, nobody really knows what it looks like. But
Bigfoot's just that
like,
motherfucker that never shaved, bro.
Yeah, like he never shows himself. Meantime, you have chupacabra that's like on the border waiting for your ass to cross. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like our shit's more scary.
But you know, Scooby Doo even had an episode with La Chupacabra one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy.
I've seen it fucking... I want to watch it. I don't know what Scooby Doo it is, but it's an animated one.
Mm-hmm. And
Shaggy gives up his life instead of Scooby. Like, Scooby was going to put his handprint on the amulet.
Mm-hmm.
And Shaggy flipped it. And they kept flipping it back and forth.
Aww.
And then Shaggy, like, finally stood in front of it. Let Scooby slap him a couple times. And then he was like, no. And he put his hand on the thing and it took him. Damn. And everybody was like, Shaggy's love for Scooby is unmatched or some shit like that. I was like, damn, bro.
Yup. I probably seen it though, because I would always keep up with all the Scooby Doo movies and like episodes. So I probably did see it. It kind of does sound familiar. But yeah, so those were our myths that we were scared of. Now let's go ahead and jump into our second episode. second episode, into our second segment, the dream segment. With this segment, we talk about any dreams that we've had in the past or any dreams that we've had recently. And the dreams that we're talking about are the dreams when we're asleep, when we're unconscious, when we're lying knocked the fuck out at night, hopefully. And yeah, just those dreams. All right, did you have a dream or no?
Not that I can remember.
Me either. But for this spooky season, we're going to read some scary dreams. And I got these dreams off of some subreddits. They're two different subreddits. So this one that we're going to read right now is the subreddit Scary Dreams. And the title of it is The Scream. All right.
No Diddy.
Stop saying that. So the reason I still remember this dream so well is because I wrote it down multiple times. Reoccurring. So my sister, my mom, and me were driving down a road 100 kilometers. Probably 100 kilometers, I don't know. We do miles per hour over here, shoddy. And then it came to an abrupt stop. This was probably one of the most colorful dreams ever. She put colorful in like quotations. So I'm guessing she doesn't mean like, I'm pretty sure she means kind of like vivid, huh?
I don't know.
We have this lady in my real life town and she isn't really okay. So this woman is real in her life. And for some reason, I thought about her in my dreams because she was there too. Probably the first and last time I saw her in my dream. Ooh, scary. We then got out the car. Keep in mind, we haven't spotted the lady yet, and that comes later. And we found this waterfall place. I genuinely can't explain. I don't know where to start, but we explored the place, and over this entire place, there was a yellow-looking net over the place. A yellow net. I guess when you fall off the waterfall, I'm not sure. And we wanted to get back to the vehicle when we suddenly saw something. We saw the lady. We tried to keep out of sight, but there she was right in front of us. We sped walked away, but not before probably the loudest sound I have ever heard in my dreams. Unconscious mind. The scream still haunts me in my entire unconscious mind. So I guess the lady just walked up to them and screamed loud as fuck. And that's the loudest scream she ever heard when she was unconscious.
I mean,
I don't think I've heard voices, but I don't think I've heard a scream in my dreams. That sounds scary as fuck.
Have you ever seen the movie Drag Me to Hell?
No.
You haven't?
Mm-mm.
It has a viejita in that shit too. I feel like there's a scene where like that viejita screams, and that shit creeped me out for years too. Like when the movie came out, I was little and we watched it. But yeah, that shit is scary.
Oh hell no!
Like viejitas low key get scary.
Yeah,
bruh.
they do, because even the one in, I think it had a old lady. That bitch was scary. And then there's this other movie where it's like, fuck. I know everybody has watched this because this clip became like hella viral at some point. Where like they're in this like middle of the desert little diner, and then like this viejita, I guess, gets fucking a demon or something inside her, and she starts going on the roof of the diner and acting fucking batshit crazy, and this like big white dude like ends up having to kill her or something.
No clue.
I don't know what movie it is, but yeah, old people get scary. Even like the nun in
the movie.
Yeah, I think it's The Conjuring that she's from. Yeah, she's old, but whew. Yeah, she's scary. I had her in my dreams that one time. I think I talked about it on the pod. Yeah. That shit scared the fuck out of me. But yeah, have you heard screams in your dreams?
That'd
not
be really
scary as fuck.
I feel like in my dreams, whenever I actually like try and scream, like since my dreams are like me getting killed and shit, like whenever I try to scream, like that's the part that freaks me out the most. Is like no noise comes out.
You've been having them less though, so maybe saying them on the pod like kind of helps with you having them less.
I've been smoking before going to sleep a lot more though.
All right, this is from another subreddit called Share Your Nightmare. The title is I Fell Through the Earth as a Child. Whew. I had this nightmare when I was a little kid. It was 30 years ago now. Still remember it. In my dream, I was sitting cross-legged in the grass of the apartment complex we lived in at that time. Suddenly, the ground gave away and I started to fall through the nothingness, surrounded by Surrounded by darkness. I believe I felt like I was still getting I believe I felt like I was still sitting cross-legged. One of my worst fucking fears is natural disasters. Cause at that point you can't do shit but fucking take it.
Oh, like a sinkhole?
Like sinkholes, tornadoes, tsunamis, earthquakes. That shit scares the absolute fuck out of me. Thank God here, like when the worst things we get is like dust storms or like aftershocks of earthquakes or even earthquakes. But even then we don't really feel it like that. But like to be around California and maybe getting flooded, or like Japan where they get their tsunamis, or places where they have hurricanes, fucking actual storms for weeks, like that is real life nightmares for me.
I honestly, like, the one thing that used to not scare me until like now TikTok actually shows you what the fuck it looks like was landslides.
Oh, when the Titanic, isn't that what the Titanic plates like just whoop?
No, that's when.
Or is that the earthquakes where like they just shift out of nowhere?
That's the earthquakes.
Oh, okay.
That's what causes
Don't talk
earthquakes.
shit about me, y'all.
But landslides is when it like hella rains and literally the mountains just start fucking falling. Yeah. I never noticed how scary that was until I seen somebody like from their house showing the video of it, and it like
that car was driving to us one time. Oh, sorry.
Fine,
continue.
and the fucking landslide just literally took the car and the person just
off
like,
the edge.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, flung the fucking car like nothing. I was like, dude, that shit's
happened
scary.
To us one time. We were at a lake, and like I vividly remember like the mountain just like it was raining, but like the mountain looked like all kinds of shit from the top was just coming down. Mm-hmm. Probably not like the video you're talking about, but it was like we need to leave.
Yeah, no, I feel like the scariest one for me would be literally a sinkhole.
Like just a random one. Yeah. That started happening somewhere here in Vegas. I don't know if we talked about it here. Some apartments started getting sinkholes because their like pipes or something were just really shitty down there and old. And like the apartment complex, like there was a couple of cars that they got taken by sinkholes. Like they just randomly started popping up.
That shit scares me because that shit can happen like literally while you're driving. You could just like whoop.
Yeah, no, that's from like natural disasters. Whew. Diosito Santo, please take the wheel. But all right. So those were some scary dreams that we had for this spooky season on our dream segment. Now moving on. Oh, you good? Okay. All right. So big news, but I'm kind of confused. So I was going to talk about this, I think last episode, but I didn't end up bringing it up. But like sometime in September, Cheech and Chong were going to sue California for the new marijuana rules that they had brought out. And the Cheech and Chong's company pretty much was going to join other hemp businesses to file a lawsuit against California's new regulations banning cannabinoid products that are detectable of THC. So pretty much they were saying like California's one of their biggest incomes is from marijuana.
Right.
And Cheech and Chong were like, dude, you guys making this rule is going to make it crumble. Like you guys are fucking up. But then this week it says California governor approves Amsterdam-style cannabis cafes. Just like the cafes that we talked about a couple episodes ago that they have in Amsterdam.
But I'm pretty sure it's going to be like all THCA and like nothing that has to do with you actually getting high. It's just going to be like more like a relaxant.
You think so?
Yeah, like CBD.
I don't know. You think they're going to try to start pushing that instead of like actual like full marijuana, like they're gonna start pushing like that watered down shit?
Well, I mean, like the bad part is that a lot of the times when California passes a law, Nevada's like soon to follow. Mm-hmm. But like they said, like at least Nevada wise, our biggest income is cannabis and casinos. Mm-hmm. For California, like the cannabis industry really took off and like it's really big over there, so it's kind of gonna be like it's gonna suck for them. And it's going to be back to where they're going to have plugs and shit and more crime. Essentially, call it more crime.
I don't know. We'll see. Because I feel like everybody everywhere is lenient. Like, I mean, people get high as fucking concerts and shit. Like, I feel like they'll probably still let you smoke your shit. I don't know.
Well, yeah, but...
it still sounds so cute. I would hella be down to go. I'm still down to go to that shit.
I would be down to go.
Yeah.
Especially if they have one right there by the beach.
What a vibe. You just go have your little cafecito, Get a
Dude.
little high and then take a little walk.
Talking about things that we didn't know. Did you know that In-N-Out is about to have the biggest In-N-Out in the city of Las Vegas, Nevada?
Wait, after we just said that they were number one last episode, wait, what's
They're
going on?
number 2, first of all.
I know, but that's why they're not number one no more.
They are about to have the biggest In-N-Out here in the city of Las Vegas.
Why? Where?
It's in a new, I believe, mall complex.
Are you sure we're not like this is fact checked? Because we weren't. This is news to me, y'all, and I just want to make sure we get the real shit because we could have that incident where I posted the AI generated video thinking that shit was real for the NBA. It wasn't.
I'll try to find it for you guys,
but then again, that's not fact checking, bitch. You should have known it was fake.
I'm gonna find it for you guys, but yeah, we're gonna have supposedly the biggest In-N-Out, and it's gonna be on. We're gonna have and overseeing basically the Las Vegas Strip. So you know how people in Cali were saying.
Never go wrong with In-N-Out though.
You know how people in Cali were saying like In-N-Out, it's a vibe over there because you get your In-N-Out, you go to the beach and you can just watch like the beach and shit. Now you're gonna be able to see the Las Vegas Strip while eating your juicy hamburger.
Damn, they might as well build that shit in the stratosphere at that point.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the stratosphere like up there is actual restaurant already.
No, yeah, no, I was just kidding, but you know, for the fucks of it. Shout out to In-N-Out. I'm telling y'all, just imagine sitting there having an onion Dutch wrap, looking at my city. Sounds like a vibe. All right, we're gonna go ahead and talk about one more thing, and then we're gonna go into our final segment. Do you remember the show, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy?
Yeah.
Do you say that cool. That show is like popular, like amongst one of the greatest cartoons?
Hold on. I would consider it for our generation, yeah.
You didn't have to say our generation. You could have just said yeah, but okay. All right. So, do you think that guy that made that show is rich? Do you think like he's living right?
Probably not. I don't feel like it was big, but yeah, probably not.
Well, the homie is struggling right now, and he's selling production materials on eBay to pay off his mortgage. So he's selling like so much collectibles and like original stuff that when he first started making the show, like the original final storyboard, selling for like $1,025. And his name is Maxwell Atoms, by the way. The Billy and Mandy pilot storyboard with the photocopy for the record. Original development art, like when they first started coming up with the characters. That one's actually $510. I'm surprised. Some collector's toys like Dexter's Laboratory 2000 Cartoon Network. Little figurines. That one's $85, but because the box is damaged. Final Clean Production DVD, Cartoon Network, under first Halloween. So the very first episode of that. Then, you know, other little collectibles, including, let's see. There's other, like, little monitos from other shows. And, yeah, just all kinds of drawings and paperwork from when he was making the show. And some of it's signed and everything. But he's selling all of his stuff to pay off his mortgage. I think that's so fucking sad. Because, like, one thing about me, anything that holds value like that, I'm going to keep it till the day I die. And I will be buried with all that shit. Unless y'all want to go through it and then y'all can, like, burn it and throw it on top of me or something. Whatever you want to do with that. But I just feel really bad that he has to sell all his memorabilia. Stuff that I feel like should cost way more than what he put it up for, but maybe that was his issue. He never seen the value in himself.
I mean, I feel like I said, it wasn't like Ed, Ed and Eddie or like Teen Titans where a lot of people watched it.
I know, but it's also like I feel like a lot of the gothic people like it because like I still to this day see like people like wearing their costumes like of the Reaper and his girlfriend and stuff.
I like the Reaper.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, you obviously made something that's like an iconic stamp in like our heads.
Well, yeah, but like I said, I feel like for us it's not that big. Like it didn't have as big as a episode running, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know how many like
I feel
seasons it was, but
it was more
felt like,
pendejadas than anything. That's why I couldn't really like, grasp onto it, because the storyline was just, it was there, but it was really fucking
everywhere.
Stupid.
Yeah, I don't know. I liked it though. Like
compared to regular show's stupid, but it still has like a cute storyline. It's funny. It's like, I feel like that one was just nothing but pendejadas, but I still feel bad.
Well, I mean, it was more like a love story in a way, but yeah, I liked it. That was one of my favorite. Like, I would say not top 10 though. I feel like that's the problem.
Comment down below if you really liked the Adventures of, I think it was the Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Damn. Oops. But yeah, comment down below if you guys like that one.
I'm gonna keep on the run. I'm gonna have me some fun. It cost me my very life.
You saw me beating him up.
Yeah, I was like, I seen him. I see you smack his ass. I'm like, they have to be dating for real. All right. So what's one? I can't have you listen to her answer.
Oh, I can't listen.
No, you guys can't listen. Sorry. I'm like, she just snuck in. You're like, it's okay. No, hey, I will be that homegirl. I'm like, bitch, I'm gonna put my AirPod in your purse. Anything you have to tell her, you can tell me.
Yeah.
All right, what's one secret? You guys are gonna know each other's answers or the name of the podcast. Just me, you, and the listeners. What's one secret you've never told them about before?
I feel like we're really open with like a lot of things.
That's fine.
I think one secret I did have that I confessed to him though was like I never thought I would be one to get married.
Oh shit.
So
that's fine.
That's why I was like, I never, like personally, I never said that to anyone, but I never felt like I'd be someone to get married.
Hey.
But then meeting him, I'm like, I can imagine myself being a wife and you know having a family. Like
I
that.
feel like everybody nowadays is like 50-50 too. Like as long as we're with each other and we know what we're doing and what we're about, you know? Respect to anything you guys do. I hope it all works out in your favor though, for real. What's one embarrassing moment that you've never told him about? Whether it happened before you guys even got together or right now that you guys are together. He just doesn't know about it.
I guess he probably thinks that I'm really like confident because I go to school and like I'm pretty well spoken, I guess, and I do good with my work and everything in my career. But I'm really bad at public speaking, and I think that's what I'm embarrassed about. With like, I've really had some bad moments when I'm up there in front of everyone. I just feel
a little anxious.
Yeah, I feel like that's everyone. But I feel like if I knew he was looking at me when I was presenting or something like that, I'd probably feel
way better or more nervous.
I'd feel nervous. Yeah.
Hey, that's a good thing.
Like, he probably just thinks I'm more confident than I am. Is what I'm saying. Yeah.
That's completely fine. Thank you.
So the first question is, what is one embarrassing moment you have kept from her so far, whether it was before you met her or while you guys were together?
Probably when I got into a car accident.
Oh shit!
It wasn't really my fault. It was the other driver's fault, but it was still pretty embarrassing for me. You know, I was a little buzzed at that time.
What about one secret that you have kept from her so far, whether it was before you met her or while you guys were together too?
Secret that I kept from her. I haven't really kept any secrets, actually.
No? All right, hell yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Let me turn you around. That way you guys don't feel the pressure.
Yeah.
All right. So first question. What's one... Okay, like I said, you guys are going to know each other's answers. Just me, you, and the listeners.
Yeah.
Not even the podcast. What's one embarrassing moment you never told them about before?
Told him about? I don't know. I have told him about everything. The most embarrassing thing that ever happened to me was...
No judgment. I swear, no judgment.
One time I had Trader Joe's chorizo, and
Oh, shit. Okay. That's a different place to get chorizo. That's for sure.
it was the soy chorizo.
Oh,
And I pooped my pants. And I told him about it though.
Where were you at?
Well, I was at his house and I made him drive me home.
Fuck.
And then literally he was trying to open my door and like
Oh, and you know the fucked up thing? Everybody's been telling me to try that soy chorizo. Fuck them. I ain't gonna eat that shit now that you said that. Hell no.
but I told him about it. And I told him,
you were at his house. You had to.
yeah, but he drove me to my house and he was like, "Oh, you can't just go at my house." And I was like, "Well, I already went, but I need to go to my house."
Little too late, buddy.
Yeah. So I made him drive me home, and I swear I took forever in the restroom, but he waited for me. And when I came out, I was like, oh, did I take a long time? And he was like, no.
It's like, bitch, 30 minutes later.
He was just lying.
Yeah.
But I did take a long time.
Hey, he a real one, though. He a real one. He definitely is. I know
That's
he's
the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me.
I know that car smelled like shit. I know it did. All right, what about one secret you've never told them about? And like I said, if you want, we can turn around. That way you don't feel like the pressure of you guys like locking eyes or something.
No, I really don't know. Like, I don't know. I feel like I've told him everything.
Podcast, how's that going? Good, thankfully. Thankfully, it's going good so far.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear.
First question is, and like she said, no audio. She won't know your answers. You won't know her answers. That's the beauty of it. And they won't know who you are. So the first question is, what is one embarrassing secret that you have kept from her so far? Or one embarrassing moment, sorry, that you have kept from her so far?
Honestly, if I can't think of one off the top of my head, yeah, she's a great person. She definitely helped me a lot, but like embarrassing moments I've told her about,
Yeah.
like she's made me a better person. I used to be a little racist, if I'm being honest.
Yeah?
Yeah, a little bit, but not like super racist. Like I just used to make racist jokes. Now I don't make the. She makes me a better person, like I said. Other like funny moments probably happened with like me saying like stuff I shouldn't have back then.
It happens to all of us.
It happens to all of us, right? But I mean, I was younger. We're more mature now. I learned a little bit.
Yeah.
I can't think of a specific moment, but that I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
What about one secret that you have not told her so far?
I don't know, man. She knows everything. I'm an open book with her.
That's good. I like to hear that.
Viva Las Vegas!
All right, so that was our clips from our segment, What Happens in Vegas, a segment where we go around the Las Vegas area asking couples what's one juicy little secret that you haven't told your partner or one embarrassing moment that you're going to take to the grave. All right, let's talk about it. For our first couple, the boyfriend, he got in a car accident when he was drunk. That was his embarrassing moment. Honey, that would have been my secret. He had no secret. But I mean, I guess that was a little bit of both.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Yeah. Whew, please don't drink and drive, y'all. Please don't. For his girlfriend, her secret was that she wasn't into marriage. But now that she met him, she is. My heart. I hope he doesn't break hers. For the embarrassing moment, she said that she's not confident and he thinks she is. That's like our second time that we've got a girl that says that. Do you think the guys can see through it though?
Probably.
Yeah, I feel like they can. Especially like depending on how much time you guys spend with each other. I feel like they're able to tell if they're really paying attention to you. For a second couple, he said his embarrassing moment was that he used to make racist jokes, but she helped him stop. That would have been my secret as well, not my embarrassing moment.
You can't keep that shit a secret. Like he said, he would make jokes in front of her and she would just be like, the fuck?
Yeah, but like I guess the secret was now for the people who are meeting him that don't, when he doesn't make the joke.
Oh,
I guess that's the secret, yeah. For the girlfriend, she said her embarrassing moment was that Trader Joe's chorizo had her fucked up. Oh man, to shit yourself at your man's house is fucking insane. Like, I wouldn't know what the fuck to do. I wouldn't even want to leave that. I literally would just tell you, like, I started my period and I need you to go get me some pants. And then I wouldn't step out that fucking restroom if I shit myself. But then again, because how long we've been together, I'll just tell you, like, I fucked up. But if we were just dating, yeah, I would not be able to step out that fucking restroom.
Cap as fuck. The other day you farted in the kitchen. You're talking about it was my Crocs.
Fart. I didn't. I don't know why you would say that on here, PB pants. All right. No secret from her. I didn't fart. Y'all, I didn't. All right. The secret, no secret for her. But we did, speaking of chorizo, I didn't try that soy chorizo, but now we're going to try beef chorizo, unless you've had it before. Have you had it before?
I don't know if I have or not, to be honest.
But yeah, guys, we'll let you know how that tastes, though. Hopefully we don't, get what happened to homegirl and shit. At least I'll get it in the comfort of my own home, because fuck that. I ain't gonna, now that she said that, we're gonna eat that when we're here.
Eat that shit on Saturday.
Yeah, we're not having that during the week. But all right, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this episode up here, guys. So happy spooky season, and let the rest continue. Do you have anything you want to say before we cut it off here?
Y'all got 10 days for my birthday.
Y'all got 10 days to send that cash out money. All right. So thank you guys for listening to this episode, and thank you guys for supporting and everything that you do. All the little interactions, comments, I love it all. All right. So make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, and you guys go ahead and if you're on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, drive a little 5-star review and a little comment within that review. Other than that, I hope you guys have a fun rest of the week and you guys get to relax or have fun and do whatever you want. Stay safe and yeah, bye.
No tienes vergüenza, mami. Baby, quiero ser el río de tu Tokio. Chingamos en la